G'day guys, welcome back. I'm back out on another mission and pretty excited for this one. Basically, I've got 12 days by myself. I'm going to be heading up onto the tops in search of a stag. Today's the 21st of March though, meaning the raw is just around the corner. So I'm not entirely sure whether the deer will still be up that high. But yeah, I'm just a sucker for a tops trip, so we'll head up there, see what's around, and if there's nothing there, we'll have to head back into the bush, but fingers crossed I'll spend as much time up on the tops as possible. Got some wicked tarns I've been looking at for a while, so hopefully go camp at them, and yeah, just kind of explore, see what's around. After that, start of April, the boys will be flying in, so I'm going to be meeting them up on the top somewhere, and then hunting with them for 4 or 5 days, so yeah, pretty excited. A couple of weeks coming up, got plenty of food, got my gun in my tent, so yeah, bring it on. Slow going today. Right, just spotted the first animals of the trip. Looks like a hind in its form, quite a wee way away, but it's good to see they're still up out here, so fingers crossed if they're out here, there's still some stags around. Plan for the day is I'm going to shoot up this ridge over here, go along the top, and then go over that way and camp over there somewhere tonight. But pretty wicked spot. I've seen some animals. Excitement levels are high. Well, finally I found my home for the next few days. Didn't really walk this morning, but just gonna go camp down here next to that tarn. Hoping I can drink out of that little river there. If not, I'll be a bit of a walk down, but not a bad wee spot. It's been a few days, and I think I've just beat the rain too, so it is meant to rain this afternoon, but it's essentially coming and going at this stage. Well, it's 7 o'clock. I'm just gonna go for a wee wander. I was gonna go watch this bush line down here, but the clouds just come in, as per. But yeah, either way, we'll head down, grab some more water, and go see if I can see anything. Well, it's been a pretty rainy and claggy morning. The rain stopped for now, but the clag just keeps rolling through. I was planning on going to go to the other valley this morning, but it's just full of clag, so yeah, I was going to see if it clears or not. It's got a wee water filter here. Bought this a couple of years ago. It still goes hard. I think it's about 80 bucks, and it's a pretty essential bit of kit, in my opinion, for top strips. More often than not, water is an issue when you're up high here. So it's always nice to know if you find some water that you don't really want to drink by itself, you can filter it. fits on, screws onto most like your average plastic drink bottle, or you can just drink straight from it. Yeah, pretty handy bit of kit. Nice and cold this water, but just because it's still, I'm not too sure about it. Generally my rule is I only really drink it if it's flowing water. If it's just sitting there, try and avoid it, but you can drink pretty much anything with these things, so yeah, very handy bit of kit. Alright, so I'm back up onto the tops. I'm going to make my way back along where I came the other day, down here, up and over and towards that kind of direction. That's where those tarns are, and the boys are getting dropped off somewhere way the hell over there. Not entirely sure yet whether I'm going to walk all the way to them or yeah, what I'm going to do. The plan is I'm just going to head for those tarns, and yeah, see what happens after that. Well, once again, plan for the day is I'm just going to carry on along the tops. Another epic day today. Well, didn't quite make it to my target today, but it's alright. Got pretty close, covered quite a bit of ground and saw some pretty epic scenes. It was awesome going on those tops. Pretty excited too. Saw some fresh wallows on the tops and some tarns as well that are muddied up from something swimming around in it. So definitely a bit more promising now, a bit more enthusiastic about there still being deer up here, and even saw two hunters as well on the tops, and they've just been from where I'm going to and said there's still deer up high. So yeah, pretty excited. Tomorrow should be a mint day, find my way around to this tarn and probably have a chill day hopefully. Well, morning of day 7 and I finally heard the first roar of the trip. There's a couple of stags going off down below in the valley. Can't see them anywhere, but just gonna keep an eye out and see if I can see anything. Pretty exciting though. Finally hear something. Pretty cold though, wow. Bugger. Clouds is coming. Not too sure it's gonna roll through or not. Kind of looks like it's pretty well stuck there, but I'll just wait a few more minutes and see. Either way though, pretty exciting starts the morning. I'll head back to the tent and pack up and carry on. I didn't quite make it to my target yesterday, but I got pretty bloody close. Just kind of got one peak in the way, so I can hopefully make my way up and around that today, and then have a cruisy afternoon sitting next to a tarn swimming, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Just spotted a chamois way up on the skyline. Unfortunately he bit me by the time I got the camera out, but just gonna sit in here in glass for a while, whilst look at, and then eventually start making my way up to behind this peak here. That tarn's just over the back of there I want to get to, so I'll probably be heading up over the saddle and then round the back, I'd say. But yeah, exciting morning. Heard animals and I've seen an animal. Unbelievable. Two chamois, how good. Finally got some on camera. Yeah, they're obviously onto me. Long way away now, but cool to see. Sick. Right, so we're all packed up. Once again, no stags this morning, but there's quite a lot of roaring going on, which is quite cool, but just couldn't lay eyes on any. Did see one deer, but it was up quite high. Seemed to be either a yearling or a hind. It's feeding up high in a slip. So other than that, it wasn't too eventful. Plan for the day is I'm going to head back up the way I came behind me, and then just work my way along the tops for another couple of days towards the boys. Thinking I'll probably drop down maybe Thursday. The weather's meant to pack in. Today's Monday, and then spend the last couple of days walking out and meeting the boys on Saturday morning at the helicopter pickup, and then fly back in with them. So that's kind of my rough plan. See how it goes. Yeah, I'm enjoying it too much up on the tops to drop down the bush just yet. So a few more nights up here. There's lots of roaring going on, and seeing the old deer and chamois. So still stuff around. But yeah, get into this climb. Go from there. Well, slowly making my way along the tops. Decided now I'm going to drop down into this valley and camp somewhere up here tonight. That way I'm a bit closer to the action in the morning, and I can just walk my way up this valley, or down, sorry. And then tomorrow morning, if I don't get any luck, I'll be heading up here over that saddle and carry on that way. Pretty sick place though, awesome country. Looking forward to going down this hill though. Ooh. Oh, fucking hell. So I've just spooked a chamois on my way down. He was just in the shadow over here. He climbed up the top. I'll try and stick a bit closer, but not really the best place to get the camera at. Never in my life have I struggled so hard to find a campsite. Fuck. I've been walking around now for legit almost an hour trying to find anything semi-flat, and just nothing. Just want to sit up tent and sit in it. Well, just spent the last hour or so out here, just having a wee glass. Haven't seen anything down the valley, but I've just been watching 6 or 7 different chamois run around the place out the back. Quite a wee way away, but real cool to see. Pretty funny animals to watch. I think in the morning my plan is I'll come back here and look down valley, see if I can see anything or hear any roars, and then after maybe about 8:30 or something, I'll head out the back and see if the chamois are still about. Right, so I decided it's a bit of a waste of time sitting there with the wind up my arse, so I'm going to head up stream and use this glass of this clag. Hope there's a bit of cover and get up to where those chamois were. And fingers crossed when it clears they'll be right there. Well, I've made it up to where they were, and I've just spotted one, but the cloud just keeps rolling in and out. They're not too far away, but can't even see what else is around before I try to sneak up any closer. It's really coming now, so I'm going to use it to just sneak in, hopefully get a bit closer, and hopefully not spook anything. Right, so clear's cleared, and for good now, I think. So I've spotted 5 chamois right up the back, but the one I originally saw I can't see anymore, and he was a lot closer. But I'm thinking I might go after those 5, and hopefully I don't spook that one that was closer. Well, let's all go for a second there. It's pretty exciting. So yeah, pretty much that chamois, the original chamois I think I spotted, just bolted across. I first spotted it next to this rock, and then next thing just bolted across here and stopped just over here, and had a reasonably good look at it, and I just think he was a bit young. Definitely no expert on identifying chamois. Could have been a doe for all I know, but pretty sure it was a buck. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just a bit too young, so he's dropped down to a gut, but I'll move a bit further down and see if I can get another look at him or not. But otherwise, those 5 chamois, they're still way up the top and they're pretty happy up there, so I'm thinking I might go back and pack down camp and then head up, and so I don't have to do it twice, and then hopefully I might run to those chamois again up top. Yeah, well, bit of excitement for the morning. Well, I've made my way back up, and that chamois still up. I'm not sure it was before. Just having another look at him. Not sure. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave him. Probably just watch him for a few more minutes. Pretty cool to watch, but he's pretty happy out there. Rather than slug a head around, I'll leave him for another day. Well, I feel like I'm on top of the world right now. This is what I love about the tops, just legit can just see everything. Start to get a real good picture of, like, you spend hours looking at these maps and then get up on top of here and you can just see it all starts to piece together, start to figure out what's what, where's where. It's just on a massive scale. Pretty cool. So I can see where I've come days ago. I can see all the way on the tops where I'm going to go, the saddle I'm going to drop down to, the valley that runs all the way out, where I'm going to walk out. I know where the helicopter is, just over that little peak. Incredible. I love the tops. It's not too windy tonight. Poor tent probably can't take much more of it. This pole was straight when I started this trip. Well, morning day 10, and a little bit more excited this morning after last night. Finally saw a stag, and it was pretty cool to watch. He was just chasing a hind around the hill. I think it was a hind. It was way off to look on a big screen, but yeah, it was definitely one stag. It was wicked to see. The whole valley was roaring. It was, yeah, awesome night. Now I'm going to pack up and carry on my way. Got a pretty big day planned, so get a nice early start and cover as much ground as possible. Have one more night up here on the tops, and then I'll probably drop down tomorrow afternoon sometime. But yeah, should be another exciting day. Plenty more tops travel to come, so yeah, bring it on. Just picked up another 6 deer on the other side of the valley. Doesn't appear to be any stags with them though, but I think I might just sit down here and have a bite of lunch and just watch them and see if anything comes up after them. Just hear a helicopter in the distance, so it'll be interesting to see if it affects these deer at all. Oh, camera just died, but as I was saying, a helicopter's just flown past. And I said this thing would be quite interesting to see what the deer do. And they all just chucked their head up and had their ears pinned back. Just froze pretty much and just looked. And now they've just bolted. Yeah, as soon as that chopper went, they stayed still while they could hear it, and then as soon as it buggered off, it just bolted. Smart deer. Well, I think this could be camp for tonight. There's lots of roaring going on down below and plenty to look at. Also just spotted a couple hunters right up on the top here, so might as well stay away from them and give them a bit of room. So yeah, we'll set up camp here and hopefully tonight might get another look at a stag or two. Feeling pretty confident after today. And then tomorrow we'll be pushing on just past where those two guys are and dropping down. Right, so I was just up glassing, I've dropped down and there's a stag and a hind has fallen 350 metres across the valley from me. Real indecisive, he's an 8-pointer, but I don't know, just doesn't look super old to me. I think maybe if he had another 2, if he was a 10, I'd be thinking a lot harder, but I'm not saying it's a waste shooting, maybe he's just an 8. But then again, he's an epic looking 8. I don't know. I don't think there's any way I could sneak closer without being seen. So I'm about 350 metres. And yeah, I don't know. Well, there's certain angles that you look at him and he looks quite big, quite long when he puts his head down and stuff. But just looking at him, at his body, he doesn't like super filled out. I'm like, he doesn't look like to be a big animal, you know. So I think he could get bigger. Oh, it's a tough call. It's so exciting. Johnson's out. Because he's just not big body, because he hasn't been eating the last week. I haven't been around for. It was an epic night. Just spent the last 40 minutes watching that stag, humming and hurrying whether to shoot him or not. I decided not to in the end. I just think he will potentially get bigger, and I did want to come for something a bit bigger, so I decided to leave him. The camera didn't die long after that too, so that's probably a sign as well. But yeah, it's been awesome watching him just roar away. Got some cool footage. A 4-pointer came to from further up. He's been roaring back to him, so they're slowly working their way towards each other, but it's just about too dark to hit a glass, despite the look on the phone. A bit hard to pick them up, so I think I might head back to camp, try find my Crocs on the way. It's not a good time to own camo Crocs, that's for sure, and hopefully come in the morning, just get some more stag action. But yeah, what a night. It was awesome. Sick. Just been the same guy as last night. Got a few more lines with them now, but still going to leave him. I think he's reasonably old, but I think he will get older and bigger. It's pretty cool to watch too. Well, camera's just not looking cold this morning or anything, but so I've got the 8 inside. I've just spotted another big one too. I think it might not be as big as the 8, but a reasonable stag. And then a younger one down below. There's about 8 hinds kind of scattered around the place. Awesome. Awesome to see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 maybe? Motherfucker, every time the fucking tripod set up, you move. Me, look at you. Well, seen 5 stags this morning, 3 new ones, but nothing worth going after, so packed up now. Got my last few bits of tops to go, and then I'll be dropping down to the valley below. Yeah, hoping for a hut tonight, preferably an empty one, but don't know. Seems like half the country is up here at the moment, so we'll just see. Either way, I could just camp in the river, but yeah, should be another mint day. This has got to be some of the tightest, shittest scrub I've ever been in. Got my pack off, I'm just dragging it. Don't even care. Carrying the gun, just throwing my pack down the hill. Dragging it through the scrub. Infuriating. Didn't take long. Just been in the bush now for probably 20 minutes. Just spooked a stag and 2 hinds. Just a little one, but crazy. Finally made it. Oh, that day took a lot longer than I thought it would. Good thing I was in my undies. Well, that pretty much wraps up my trip. I've heard from the boys and it's 1 PM helicopter pickup, so boys are on. Make sure you tune in for that one, it should be epic. Got 5 days with them, so we're flying up today and then camping up there tonight and making our way down through the bush, I think, over the coming days. So yeah, should be epic. Thanks for watching this video anyway. Apologies for the lack of actual deer content. Just had too much fun up on the tops, eh? It was a bit of a gamble going up there, but it's not often you get to spend that much time up there doing a point A to B kind of trip like this, so absolutely wrapped with how it went. Yeah, hope the scenery makes up for it, and yeah, thanks for watching. Tune in next time.
Yeah, g'day guys, this idiot here. So after our epic 5 days of hunting and exploring into some incredible west coast wilderness, I thought it'd be a really good idea to back up all the footage and copy the files, you know, just to make sure we don't lose them. Somehow in the process of this I managed to actually delete it all. Yeah, like I said, idiot. I've tried spending some money on a data recovery service, but unfortunately the footage is gone. Bloody gutted. Thankfully I did manage to back up a few of the files before I deleted them all. Actually some of the highlights as well, to be fair, so really happy we got some of these clips, including this nice clip here of a stag. This is pretty much what the trip was. It was a whole bunch of wicked stuff like this. Had some really close encounters with some stags. Saw plenty of animals, had like 3 days of beautiful weather on the tops, followed by a couple days in the bush. She was bucketing down when we're down in the valley, but that's when the hunting really got interesting. So yeah, I've got these highlights, and we've got the photos from the trip. So instead of our usual hunting adventure video that we put together for you, we'll find a way to get you the story. Just won't quite be the same, so we'll get a bit creative with it and we'll try to get something together, because honestly the trip was just too good not to share. It was an absolute doozy. So yeah, hold tight. Hopefully sometime during the next Raw we'll release this footage for you and get you fizzing for the Raw, because we're literally looking forward to it. Cheers guys, don't delete your files, it sucks.